Today we're diving into the wild story of the Quinfall, probably one of the most interesting MMORPG launches of 2025, and trust me, this one's a real roller coaster. So let's rewind back to 2021 when this whole thing started. A Turkish studio called Varek Technology came out of nowhere and announced what they claimed would be the biggest MMORPG ever made. Now, there wasn't exactly massive hype around it. I mean, their previous game didn't even survive a year. But unlike some other games we've seen crash and burn recently, they hadn't straight up deceived anyone yet, so the community was like, okay, maybe this could be another Ashes of Creation situation? Of course, there were red flags. People started finding Unity Store assets all over their trailers, and some folks even theorized the game didn't exist at all. But guess what? Early 2025 rolls around, and the Quinfall actually launches in early access on Steam. The good news, it exists. The bad news? Well, buckle up, because this is where things get interesting. First off, the launch was an absolute disaster. We're talking server crashes, massive lag, you know the usual MMORPG launch stuff, right? But here's the kicker, they only hit about 6,000 players at peak. And get this, they'd sent out 10,000 beta keys before launch. They couldn't even handle the players they knew were coming. Now, let me tell you about actually playing this thing. You start with this character creator that's supposed to be revolutionary, but it's basically just a store-bought editor that barely works. The face customization is so broken that even the hardcore customization fans just give up. Then you jump into the tutorial, and within 3 minutes, I kid you not, they're asking you to pick permanent character perks. You haven't even chosen your class yet. Make it make sense. But wait, it gets better. On paper, this game has everything. Caravan driving, sea battles, trading, castle building, farming, animal taming, you name it. Sounds amazing, right? Well, it would be if any of it actually worked properly. It's like they went on a shopping spree in the Unity store and just threw everything together without making it fit. Let me share some of my favorite moments. My friends and I decided to try out the sea travel system. You want to know how you sail against the wind? You literally need something to hold down the W key. If you don't have a mouse with macros, good luck with your finger marathon. We spent an hour and a half sailing just to earn a few gold coins, and you can't even use autopilot because regular mobs will destroy you. And don't even get me started on the dungeons. The solo dungeons feel like something from 2007, with the most ridiculous mob animations you've ever seen. The best part? You get to the boss and realize it's impossible to solo in a solo dungeon. The building system is another gem. Sure, you can build houses and clan castles, but the editor is completely broken. Nothing fits together, everything glitches, and you have to constantly pour resources into maintenance. Most players just drop an altar with an XP buff turret and call it a day. The map is technically huge, but it's 97% empty space with randomly generated fields and deserts. And to make sure you appreciate all that emptiness, they made teleports super expensive. Thanks, I guess? But here's the weird thing. Despite all these problems, there's something kind of charming about the Quinfall. It's sitting at 22% positive reviews on Steam, and yeah, people are calling it a scam. The devs apologized and promised fixes, but let's be real, games this big need serious development teams and investment, not just a couple of enthusiasts with Unity Store assets. It's like going to a small Turkish restaurant in the suburbs. You know it's not going to be 5-star dining, but sometimes that's exactly what makes it special. The game doesn't try to be something it's not, at least until level 50. Before that, it feels like playing some weird fan mod, and there's something entertaining about that. That's my take on the Quinfall saga. What do you think about this whole situation? Let me know in the comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed this video and want to see more MMORPG content, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We've got tons more content coming your way. Thanks for watching. Bye!